Americans love pickup trucks, but they really love the Ford F-150. Chevy, Ram, and Toyota fans, we're here for you, but the fact remains, Ford is the alpha when it comes to selling pickup trucks. But it's hard being the best, especially when the competition is constantly trying to one-up you. However, the 2024 F-150 looks ready to continue fending off the other guys and maintain its title as the most popular pickup truck in the country. Doing so would mean the latest F-150 marks 48 straight years of being the best-selling truck in America. An impressive feat. Can it be done? Well, you'll have to keep watching to find out, but based on the incredible range of updates to this 14th generation pickup, the answer looks to be most definitely. Before we dive in, would you kindly click the subscribe button below? Everyone here at the Empty Garage thanks you. There's been a lot of hype around electric vehicles these days, and Ford was one of the first to pull the electrified trigger on pickups with its relatively new F-150 based Lightning. So why are they so quick to point out that the updated 2024 F-150 will see dramatically increased production of the PowerBoost hybrid engine? Because the Lightning isn't selling as well as the Blue Oval hoped. Just take a look at the banner currently sitting atop the Ford.com homepage. They're offering $15,000 right off the top of a new Lightning, and the PowerBoost hybrid setup is now a no-cost option for the standard F-150. Considering it was a $3,300 option just last year, I'd say that's a pretty big deal. So forget about the electric-powered Lightning and take a look at the PowerBoost hybrid F-150. With 430 horsepower, 570 pound-feet of torque, 25 miles to the gallon, and the ability to fire up an onboard 7.2 kilowatt generator, this is the 2024 F-150 you'll be wanting. Something we don't expect to hear from Ford is that their flagship pickup has less power and towing. But such is the case with the 2024 F-150. Now, by less power, we mean that the 3.3-liter V6 has been axed from the lineup, making the 2.7-liter EcoBoost V6 the base model. Okay, yes, that 2.7-liter unit is more potent than the old 3.3, but you get the idea. But less towing? Really? Yes, on this front, there's no way around the fact that Ford has taken the seemingly insane step of dropping the F-150's max tow rating from 14,000 pounds to 13,500 pounds. Not only that, the max payload figure falls to 2,455 pounds, a decline of nearly 900 pounds. I'm freaking out a little bit over this, as it seemed like there was no end in sight to the battle for towing supremacy among the big three truck makers. But the explanation is far less exciting. Ford simply removed the max trailer tow package from the 2024 F-150 options roster. Why? Because no one really ordered it. And it was part of the Blue Oval's move to reduce F-150 ordering complexity by a whopping 90%. So we applaud this move towards a lower tow rating, and guess what? The F-150 can still tow more than a Chevy Silverado, by a whole 100 pounds. There are no shortage of models when it comes to the 2024 F-150. You've got the basic XL work truck with steel wheels and a sub $40,000 sticker, all the way up to the $75,000 platinum luxury barge. And we're not even factoring in the mighty Raptor dune buggies. But don't forget about the Tremor. It's a mean-muggin' F-150 that has gotten even angrier for 2024. Before we get to those updates, some highlights on what makes it so special. For one thing, Tremor models come standard with the 5-liter Coyote V8. Now, the Coyote may not be the most powerful or the most fuel-efficient of the F-150's various powertrains, but it is a naturally aspirated V8, which comes with its own swagger and unique brand of Ford fans. One time, my brother, owner of an F-150, had a guy bragging about how his F-150 had the Coyote. The guy was practically screaming in excitement at a stoplight. That's what 5 liters and 400 horsepower will do to a guy. True story. Sitting on dark-finished 18-inch wheels wrapped in 33-inch all-terrain rubber, the Tremor literally stands tall. And man, how about all those orange accents on the outside? What can I say? I like it. Of course, there's more here than just sweet wheels and pretty colors. Tremor models have dampers specific to the off-roading mission of this truck. The front hub knuckles and upper control arms are beefed up as well. Skid plates keep the soft underbelly safe, while the standard 4-wheel drive, electronically locking rear differential, and 9.75-inch gear set ensure the Tremor can go just about anywhere. So what makes the Tremor even better for 2024? More options. For one, there is a beefy modular front bumper awaiting other burly bits like a 12,000-pound winch or a light bar and brush guard for nighttime antics. Of course, sometimes driving your F-150 is more about point A to point B than it is about jumping off sand dunes and climbing rock faces, which is where Blue Cruise version 1.2 comes in. You've heard all about Blue Cruise, but the latest version can even change lanes for you. With Blue Cruise, you can roll down the highway with your F-150 maintaining its speed relative to traffic and keeping itself centered in the lane, while your hands are off the wheel, which is pretty outrageous when you stop to think about it for a moment. But now you can let the F-150 change lanes for you by simply engaging the turn signal lever. This sounds both amazing and terrifying. An F-150 changing lanes at highway speeds all by itself? I can't wait to try it, and I will also pack a spare pair of pants. Now, what if your 2024 F-150 interests lean towards something a bit ritzier, something with more of everything? In that case, let us direct your attention to the appropriately named F-150 Platinum. A truck so laden with luxury, it's hard to believe it's actually a truck. Outside, the 20-inch gloss black rims signal others that this is not your garden variety F-150. But step inside, using the power deployable running boards of course, and things get even more interesting. Real wood trim stretches around the cabin along with brushed aluminum bits. The seats are of course swaddled in leather, but so is the center console and armrests. Those front seats are also ready and willing to massage your back at the push of a button, not to mention heat and ventilate your rear end. Power sliding rear glass lets the air in, and adaptive LED headlights make driving at night that much easier. You want more? Be sure to check the Platinum Plus option box. For a cool $11,000, your F-150 goes from fancy to highfalutin, courtesy of giant polished 22-inch wheels and shimmering platinum hood lettering. With this package, you gain access to the knockout darkened bronze metallic paint finish. Inside, you can enjoy the smoked truffle theme, which adds a two-tone look to go with the high-class name. See, I told you it'd be hard to believe this thing is actually an F-150. Don't forget the console-mounted VIN badge, the leather-wrapped instrument panel, and the quilted floor mats. It's a serious truck, and one that'll cost you a breathtaking $88,000 with all the bells and whistles. But such is the price of that platinum lifestyle. We say go for it. Did we forget anything on the 2024 Ford F-150? Oh yes. In fact, there is so much content related to this best of the best pickup trucks, you could write a book about it. But this is YouTube, so I'll stick to the highlight reel and short attention spans. From here on out, every F-150 gets the giant 12-inch central touchscreen to go with the matching sized digital gauge cluster. Are there other vehicles with more and bigger screens? Yes. So is the F-150 setup big enough? Also yes. It means that even the base XL truck gets the big screens, not to mention wireless smartphone integration and connected navigation. Fancy! And don't forget the optional head-up display. Ford may have trimmed ordering complexity by a claimed 90%, but that doesn't mean the latest F-150 is lacking in the options department. Just check out the all-new Pro Access tailgate. Use it like a regular tailgate, or use it like the swing-out gate found on the 1988 Buick station wagon I grew up in. This one is a bit more robust, can open from 37 to 100 degrees, and has a built-in step, which is nice. Bang & Olufsen bring the audio heat in the form of a 14-speaker symphony of sound with 1,080 watts of power. The laser-etched aluminum speaker grills look nifty, and there's even a speaker in the headliner. They call it Unleashed, we call it Take My Money. In fact, Take My Money should be the new F-150 slogan. Built Ford tough? Yeah, we know, it's a beefcake. But my goodness, who knew a pickup truck could be such a spectacular specimen of the automotive species from any segment? I want one, don't you?